Early.
Tired waiting.
Yep. All right, guys. I decided to start streaming early. But I'm gonna wait until we get someone in the comments before we really do anything. So until then, I'm gonna be typing. Swear to God, my dad and mom interject every single time I stream. No. What are you listening to? Oh, shoot! I got distracted by typing.
Time to start?
It's been time to start. I've been streaming.
Oh, then what?
Turn that off!
Oh.
Alright, sorry guys. How are you guys doing? Let me get my camera going. There we go. I'm very sorry about the long wait. I mean, I knew I was streaming already. I just forgot to look at the comments waiting for somebody to show up. So I was just typing away. Anyway, hi Jace, hi Persephone. I am feeling much better than I was last week. I've been accomplishing things and stuff. So, yeah. Not isolating as much. Do you have something to work on, Jace? Could be editing for your first draft if you wanted to. Isolating, yeah. Hermit. Ugh. Talking to people is just so hard. Well, you can sprint edit, like I said, if you wanted to. I don't know. I'm probably going to be doing sprints today because I need to get all of this transcribed. Like, look at all of this paper. Look at how thick that is, and I have to transcribe all of it. So, got to get that done. Yeah, I handwrite my stuff too, but then I type it into the computer, and that's when I start editing. Oh. Okay. So you just joined to see my pretty face? Hold on a second. Hello? Lexi, an employment specialist, is calling me? How exciting. I'm tired of these prank calls. So I was hoping that Alec could join me today, but he's moving, so we've got to get that stuff done, which always sucks, especially since he's on the second floor.
And he's got a broken foot.
And he's got a broken ankle. Yeah, you guys know that though. But he's got help, so things should be going pretty smoothly, somewhat. Oh, you want to hear something wonderful? Mom is in the hospital. He's moving into his mom's house, because she's kind of getting later on in the years and stuff, so he wants to be there for her. So I think there's like 2 steps leading up to the door, but I think that's about it. Way out in the middle of nowhere though, so I can't hang out with him as often. Yeah, adult stuff sucks. I don't like doing adult stuff. Wish I was 16 again. But on the subject of Alec, every Tuesday we have a sort of writers group with their partner Gabe. Now they're partners. It's so cute. They were friends before, but now they're together and it's adorable. There's just like this feeling of like comfort between them. It's great. Anyway, so like we do weekly writing group, and oh, adult stories. Okay, that's much better. Anyways, so on Tuesdays we're still going to be able to see each other and stuff. They just have to drive a crap ton of way to come and see me, like a 30-45 minute drive. It's crazy. All right, let's get a sprint started. We'll come back, since it's like half the minute. We'll come back at 56. Ah, yeah, I know. The internet is great for that. I would die without the internet. Seriously, I would isolate so bad. Anyway, let's get to writing. you have to
Um,
in this room?
no.
Mm. 5 more minutes. I'm just gonna stop here. You guys can finish up the next 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oop. Okay. 15 minutes is up. I'm going through some difficult times at the moment with my writing. There are a couple of chapters. My chapters aren't very long at all, but there are a couple of them that I wrote and they sucked really bad. And I know you're not supposed to edit when you're making your first draft, but the whole manuscript just felt wrong and gross and like I didn't want to work on it anymore to me. So I wanted to make sure that I fixed those and brought the characters that they introduced back to life a little bit better in my mind so that I could continue and feel better about it, you know? I don't do a lot of actual editing. Like when I transcribe my stuff, I do edit a little bit, but I don't go in like with a fine-tooth comb or anything like that. It's mainly just wording things better and making sure that everything that I wrote made sense because they're usually written during sprints and sometimes that doesn't work. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah, looks like the microphone's working. I don't have my normal microphone set up because the cord doesn't stand there very well. It's all wiggly and sometimes it cuts out. So, yeah. Anyways, how did you guys do? If you wrote it all. I guess, Persephone, did you write? Jace, did you cook something delicious? Ooh, pastaroni, that is delicious. $400 is not bad. Let's see how much I got. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got like 200 something words in. I don't really want to get the exact amount yet, but because it's like mixed in with stuff that I've already written and I don't want to get an inaccurate count. But yeah, 200 and something, I would say. Right now I'm okay. So my story is from the point of view of 7 different people, and each one is associated with a deadly sin, which is going to be closely related to mental illness. My own take on it, like the mental illness version of blah blah blah, things like that. And so right now I'm in the very beginning, the few chapters that introduced Jin, Gavin, Felicia, and Ju are super weak and they don't introduce them very well. So I have to go in there and rework the whole thing so that it like really represents who they are and their struggles at the moment, so that you can get a feel for who they are and then start caring about them, so that later when shit goes bad, you like are like, oh, that sucks for them, you know? So yeah. So mental illness and nifty space rifts that bring you to the other side of the universe. I'm actually wondering if I want to work on this during NaNoWriMo. Like, that was my original plan, to get this finished. But I don't want it to be my first published work. I'm wanting my Cage series to be the first published work. So I don't know if I want to do this for Nano, but I also kind of want to finish something, you know? So, complicated shit. Agreed, characters are everything. Characters and descriptions. That's what makes a good book. And emotion, which you can't have without good characters. Like, yeah. See, I usually do jump around, but one, it's harder to keep track of what you're writing and how many words you got in. And two, I want to finish something, you know? I don't feel like a proper writer. So I want to get something done and feel proud about it and hold it in my hand, even if I don't publish it for the public yet. Like, I want to hold it in my hand and know this is my work and I finished it. So I'm a little stuck. Maybe I'll publish this one first and then not make a big deal out of it. Getting paid would be nice. Maybe I'll publish this one first, not make a big deal out of it, and like really sell my Cage series. And then if they're like, oh, this was well written, which I doubt because I suck, but if they are, then they can, you know, check out my other stuff and then find that if they're interested in it and read it. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. See, with writing, I've already decided what I want out of it. What I feel like I need out of it is for someone to read and appreciate my book. So like, even if it's like not their favorite story, if they're just like, yeah, it was interesting and I'm glad I read it, you know, it wasn't a waste of time and this book isn't a waste of paper and stuff like that. Like, just, I enjoyed it. Here are a few things of it that I enjoyed. That kind of thing is what I feel I need out of writing. And what I would like is for many people to enjoy it and read it and buy it and stuff. It's not so much for the money. It's more for, this is something that I created and I want to give it to the world. And I want people to appreciate it, you know? Maybe not as much as I do because, like I said, it sucks. But I love it. Yeah, yeah. I don't really need to do it as a job though. I mean, even if it's just a hobby that I work on most of the time. Yeah, it's going to be the story itself, like the timeline and everything, is fairly short. Like, it doesn't get too incredibly far in history, but because of the fact that there's 7 characters, it's going to be longer, so it's probably going to be about 90,000 words by the time I'm done with it, which I'm totally fine with. Oh yeah, no, I can't be happy in a job. I mean, the job that I have now at Little Caesars, I actually do enjoy because it's part-time, so I'm not like constantly there. And I don't know, it's just making pizzas. So it's kind of fun because I like cooking. I don't know. But it's still work, and it still causes me anxiety, and I still can't do it when I'm depressed. And doing it when I'm depressed doesn't bring me out of my funk, it makes it worse. So it's still work. Writing, however, if I write and I get something accomplished, I feel good about myself and things like that. So I would like to make it a job. But like I said, I don't think that I'm really good enough to make it a job, like officially, and like succeed enough to pay my bills. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I don't know how likely this is, but since you guys are like some of my favorite people, I was wondering if either of you maybe would be willing to beta read my story. I'm not finished with it yet, but I feel like I need feedback because I feel like my motivation is dropping, and it's just before NaNoWriMo. So I need that motivation back. And if I get positive feedback or even negative feedback where like they're like, this is how you can improve, I feel like that will get my motivation up again, and I'll be able to actually do NaNoWriMo. So if you guys are interested, I'd really appreciate it. Holy crap. That is a lot of money. For rent? Hell no. Hell no. I don't even care if I was making that much money enough to afford that shit. I'd be like, nah, that's ridiculous. I'm staying over here. Let me. Can you guys see me again? I accidentally hit the backspace button. Yeah. That's dumb. I'm dumb. But anyways, let me see how long my story is so far. Tools, word count. It's about 20K right now. So I mean, if even if you're a slow beta reader, it's totally fine. Like I don't need feedback immediately or instantly. I would just like, just a few words here and there. So sweet, sweet. I guess message me on Facebook and I can send you guys links. I already got one of my friends, Louise, beta reading, but she's taken a while because she's an actually really busy person. So, I mean, I got a few comments from her already, and it's already making me sort of feel better about myself and get that will to write again. But I think, I don't know, I'm still terrified that it's all just awful crap and not worth writing because I'm a terrible person and come up with terrible ideas. So hearing positive feedback, even about like little lines here and there that you enjoyed, really like boosts my confidence. And then seeing where I can improve, like really makes me like want to work harder because I love learning stuff for one, and I love bettering myself, I guess. I would love to be a reader for you, Jace. Your novel sounds amazing. So as long as it's not in November, um, ooh, maybe not until February because I got a couple of people I already promised to beta read for. And, you know, November is really busy. And then December is full of family time that I have to spend with people. And then January I have to beta read for somebody. So maybe February I can get cracking on that if you're done by then. But yeah, your book sounds really interesting. Persephone, what are you writing? Like what's the gist of it, you know? Oh, Stephanie sent me a friend request. Ooh, big series, paranormal romance. Have you read Alex yet? Like, because it's fantastic. It's fan-fucking-tastic. It is, like, so good. The sex scenes are very well written, and then the storyline in general is, like, just super interesting. Ooh, nifty. I like that idea. Shapeshifters are great. Yeah, he's so good. I mean, he's not like super up to date on the technical stuff, like where to put commas, and he makes a lot of typos, like periods or something where they're not supposed to be. But overall, his actual writing, really good. Doesn't have too strong of a voice yet, but it's like peeking through. And it's okay because this is his first novel, so it's just going to get progressively better. Jace, as long as like you can give them direction at first, like I don't know, maybe direction isn't a good idea, but like I don't know, just let them know that you know there's certain things that can't be gotten rid of because they're foreshadowing for later or something like that, and just have them comment where they're like, okay, this doesn't seem like it's necessary, just for you to be like, oh, okay, well, this is necessary because of this. And then either they'll be like, oh, okay, then I totally understand. Or they'll be like, okay, well, you can change it in this way to maybe make it seem a little bit more necessary or not so out of place. I don't know. But like, I don't know, communication with beta readers is like super important. So like whenever they leave comments on my shit, especially if I did something wrong, um, I would comment back to them to not only thank them for, pointing that out to me, but also be like, okay, well, this is why I thought that this would happen and work. And converse with them and come to a sort of middle ground to where we're both happy with it and stuff. So, I don't know. Oh, goodness. My Cage series is going to be 3 books, and I already have all of those planned out and everything. But, yeah, 4 books. That's pretty exciting. This is going to be a good anchor series for you. I can already tell. People are going to read the first one, then, who's your favorite author? Jace Marvel. All right, well, let's go ahead and get another sprint in. I've been talking too much. I do that. We'll do another 15 at 20. Does that sound good? Oh, wow. I can't wait. I love deep series with deep lore. Lore is my favorite thing. I just absolutely love lore. In like special, like you said, how there's like these secret brotherhoods and sisterhoods and things, and it's about shapeshifters and stuff. Like, if you just, I don't know, go deep into it and stuff, that would be amazing. Because even if it's kind of info dumpy, I still really enjoy reading about shit and being like, oh my god, I know so much about this, and now I'm an expert, and I love it. Oh, 6, so you can have it in rainbow order. That's great, Jace. That's amazing. That would be perfect. But what you could do, since there's only going to be like 4 books, instead of, making each book a different color, you could have a rainbow sideways, or not sideways, but diagonal, so that when each book is in its proper place, it all looks right. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. Sprinkling hits and backstory. I am not good at that. I am either info dumpy or vague. Yeah, I suck at writing. I don't know why I chose this. Oh, so there is going to be 6 books. You just haven't gotten. Okay. Alrighty then, it's about time for the sprint, so I'll go ahead and set this for 35. Alright. And let's get to it. Excuse me. Been drinking soda. It always makes me burp. me just finish this sentence real quick. Okay. All right. Well, I did mostly editing. As far as formatting goes, so I didn't get too many words down. In fact, it's probably not even 100. Let's see. Word count. 79. I got 79 words down. But I fixed my m-/hyphen issue in my novel. So at least that. 200 is not bad for 15 minutes. That's actually pretty decent. I know you got 400 a little bit ago. I think it was 400. But yeah, 200 is still not bad for 15 minutes. That's about 800 an hour. It's not bad at all. I usually write about 1,000 in an hour if I'm just typing it instead of transcribing or editing. So, I mean, that's really not bad. Hold on. This is all out of focus. Let me fix this. No, blurrier. There we go. That should look better. There. that's a pretty nifty trick. I'm not gonna lie. I got spiral notebooks, so it's not hard for me. I don't really like composition notebooks. I prefer spiral notebooks. Composition notebooks are just, I rip out pages like a motherfucker. So composition notebooks aren't good for that. I'm feeling really anxious. I don't know why. I'm considering taking a quick 10-minute break, maybe less, so I can go smoke because I'm feeling super anxious. Do you guys mind? Is that going to be a big deal? It could be nano anxiety, honestly. Because I have no motivation to do anything, and I just failed Inktober, and I don't want to fail NaNoWriMo. I want to fail that way less than I wanted to fail Inktober. So, all right, 15 minutes. We'll be back in 15 minutes. So that'll be about 55. All right, I'll make sure I make that happen. Okay, well, I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. All right, I'm back. I actually smoked 2 cigarettes because I'm feeling that shitty. I mean, I guess as long as the play is consensual, I wouldn't make it rapey. That's kind of weird. But as long as it's consensual, I don't see any problem with that. There are a lot of people who think it's hot to like die during sex and stuff like that. So I know that like I would be interested in it because I personally think that it's oh okay. Mm, if it's not consensual, I might avoid it. Um, I don't know 100%. Like I personally don't like enjoy reading rape scenes. Like if the person's into it and it's like dubious consent, I can still stomach it, but rape scenes are just a touch uncomfortable for me. Um, it might have an audience. Then again, it might get a lot of flack. So I don't know. I guess that's something that like you should get a larger basis on the opinion. Um, maybe specifically look for people who read erotic fiction and see if things like that would be okay with them. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't read a lot of erotic stuff. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't really like rape, which is weird because I'm into consensual non consent. So, like, the idea of rape is kind of hot to me. But at the same time, it's consensual non consent. So, I don't know. Yeah, like just get a broader opinion on it, and I would go with whatever the majority says. And I mean, as long as you want to write it, you can write it. You don't necessarily have to stick it in your story, but I think after you write it, you would have a better idea of whether or not you want it in there. God, I love my boobs. Like, I really love my boobs. Anyway, sorry. I get distracted. As soon as Persephone gets back, I will do another sprint. Does that sound good to you, Jace? Hmm. Is there perhaps like a second murderer that could show up who gets off on the idea that they're killing someone? I mean, that, like, if the murderer, like the second murderer was consensual and stuff, like that seems like it would be like way okay, But I don't know. I don't read a lot of erotic stuff, unfortunately. Like, I should, because it's fun. But, like, pretty much I read erotica once, and then I read uh, Alex's book, which was erotic fantasy, and that's pretty much my experience with it. So I don't know what's good and what's not. Persephone, you just missed a couple of questions that Jace had that I was kind of giving my opinion on. Kids screaming outside. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, and I said that I loved my boobs and started playing with them a little bit. You missed that. I'm sorry. All right. Well, yes, boobs, boobs. Anyway. Yeah, the line is easily crossed, so be careful with that. Broader opinion. That's all I have to say. I'm not the best for it. Why? I don't understand. Boobs are good, no matter what body they're on. Boobs. Anyway, I think we should get into another sprint. Well, yeah, obviously they're man boobs. You're a guy, but boobs are just nice. Well, there you go. You have somebody who's experienced saying go for it, so maybe you should go for it. Like I said, I'm not experienced, so. All right, we'll come back at 16. Does that sound good to you guys? Or 17, rather. Okay. Can I help you? Okay. Oh, crap. Why did my alarm go off? It's been time to end the sprint for 6 minutes now. Oh well. Let's see. What did you guys get? I got 539 words. $175, not bad. Especially since you were talking. You know, get distracted, get less. Yeah, bouncing through windows, definitely on the word count. All right, I would say that it's about time to end the stream. I mean, we can chat for the next like 6 minutes or so, but I don't think we're going to be doing any more sprints. You guys cool with that? Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny too. Hence me posting it. Pretty great. Good stuff on Facebook. Oh, do you guys mind if I read you a quick excerpt from my book and get your opinion on it? Alrighty. I'm glad you said that. Okay, so this is one of the introductory chapters for a character named Xu Duanmu. Obviously, he's of Chinese descent with his name, but yeah, be prepared. He's not a very good guy. I mean, he's not the antagonist or anything. He's not that bad, but he's not a very good guy. I want you to give me your opinion on not only the voice, but also like word choice and how you feel about the character. In a small alcove of an incredibly large house, Zhu sat scribbling on paper. Calculations, diagrams, and material compositions were written in a whirlwind of scratching pen marks. Paper after paper were crumpled and thrown. The ever-growing pile to the left of the gaudy desk he sat at was full of discarded ideas. Fervently he grasped at brilliance that continued to elude him. He grumbled on until it became too much, and he snarled, slamming his fist on the desk. "This damned project," he growled, and shot up out of frustration. "I need a shower. I can't figure out how to. I'm a damned artist, the best of my kind. Why does this ship sit right out of my reach?" Zhu walked with perfect posture, straight back, thin nose in the air, and each step demanding respect. He strutted over to his shower room, passing the drawing room, atrium, and dining area. Climbing the stairs, he caressed the real wood banister. The comfort of his home always calmed him, and he grinned to himself. Once in his stately shower room, complete with polished marble, porcelain, and silver, he disrobed from his silken night-clothes. He stepped into the shower, and the water automatically began to fall from the ceiling. It was the perfect temperature. Perhaps if he thought as he scoured himself. No, that won't work. Damn it. Maybe if. And he reached his opulent alcove with a shelf containing true books and his overly ornate desk. Grabbing his pen in a hurry, Zhu wrote with a flourish, ink being dashed across the page. A mammoth ship, all hexagons. 3 levels tall, 16 hexes inside total. Graphene walls painted a glossy reflective black. The theme would be white and with black accents and the occasional pop of color. He grinned maniacally, falling in love with his own idea. On he scribbled, working in his nudity. What should he care if he was indisposed? He lived alone, and the help had already left for the day. Okay, guys, you have to see this. Come here. This is my cousin's son, Ethan. Get down. This is how he walked in. Look at this. He's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, go. So what did you guys think? I'm glad it was good. Zhu is one of my favorite characters to write. Oh, the top of his head was off camera? Oh. Well, he had like a thingy-mabobber ponytail up here that went out like that. It was crazy. But yeah, Zhu is my favorite character to write because he's such an arrogant bastard and it's just so fun. Thank you, Persephone. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I'm so glad. What did you think, Jace? Really? Nothing negative? He's this arrogant piece of shit guy. I don't know. Maybe once you see his interaction with other people, like when you start beta reading, it would be pretty fun. But yeah. So I think that's about it for today. If you guys want to share excerpts as well, you can feel free to message me or each other, obviously, because I'm sure you both want to read what you got. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here for the day. Oh no, he's not a villain or anything. He's just an asshole. He hates everybody. He's only in love with himself. And kids. He likes kids. He was never really around kids growing up. So, yeah. But anyways, thanks for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next week, if at all possible for you guys. So, be sure to look out for my stream. And that's about it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. My pleasure, Persephone. If Sarah is having her stream today and she's offering for people to join her, I'll probably be joining that as well. So, might see you later. Bye.